Hello everyone, today we are going to make a pink rose. So to begin with, we'll need 2 balls of yarn, one pink and one green. And we'll need a pair of scissors, a 3mm hook, and a wire for the stem. To begin, we'll make a slip knot. And then chain 66. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going till you get to 66. So this is 64, 65, 66. Then we'll count 6 from the last chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll make a double crochet in it. So yarn over, insert in the 6th stitch, pull through, you'll have 3. Then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So this makes our first V stitch. The whole foundation chain will have V stitches. So for the next one, we'll skip 2 stitches, and in the third one make a double crochet. 1, 2, and in the third one we'll make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert in the 3rd stitch, pull through, we'll have 3. Yarn over again, pull through 2, then pull through 2. Then make 2 chains, 1, 2, and in the same stitch make another double crochet. So yarn over, insert, pull through, then pull through 2, and pull through 2 again. I'll show you one more time. So we'll skip the first 2. So 1, 2, and the third one we make another V stitch. So first double crochet, then 2 stitches, 1, 2, yarn over, insert in the same stitch, pull through, then pull through 2, pull through 2 again. Yeah, so we will do this all through the chain and keep going, and I'll find you at the end of it. So as you get towards the end, you'll do your final V-stitch. So yarn over, then 1, 2, in the third one, which is also the first one that we did, insert your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 2, then make another double crochet in the same stitch. Then we are done with our first row. As you move on to the next one, you'll chain 2, 1, 2, then turn your work. Then in the very first space, you're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2, then chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, then put 2 more double crochets. That's 1, 2. And we will have 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 in total in the first space. So we'll do this again in the next space, which is this one. So yarn over and pull through 2, pull through 2. So we'll put 2 double crochets, then we'll chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, then another 2 double crochets in the next, in the same space. 1, 2. Yeah, so in each space we will have 4 double crochets in total, and that's 2 V-stitches plus the 3 stitches. So we'll do this one more time. Yarn over, in the next space put 2 double crochets, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then 2 double crochets, chain 3, then 2 double crochets, 1, 2. So we'll do this all the way through and continue doing this, and I'll meet you at the end of it. So I have reached the end and I have one more space. I'll put 2 V-stitches or 4 double crochets. 1, 2, chain 3, 2, 3, then 2 more double crochets. Yeah, so we're done and it's curling up how we want it. So now we're heading to our last row. So chain 1, turn your work. In this space we will do 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then in the space in between here, between the two V stitches, there's a space here. We'll do one single crochet. So insert and over, then pull through 2. Then in the next space we will put 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then in the next space we put 1 single crochet. So we'll keep doing that till you get to the end. I'll meet you there. So we're towards the end. I'll do 1 more single crochet here, then 7 double crochets in the last space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one 7. Then here we have the first 2 stitches we made, so we'll do a single crochet on top of it. So you'll just go in it like that, then pull through and pull through 2. So now chain 1 and pull. So this is what we want to end up with. We'll cut the yarn here. Then pull through. Make sure this is long enough to sew in. So now we want to roll this into a flower, and we'll take this other end and turn it around so that the shells are facing outwards and these stitches are facing outward. Then we'll roll it in on itself like this. So just keep doing that. Yeah, and you'll see that the petals are facing outward. Just want to make sure it's flat. That's good. Make sure the base is also similar on the same level. Yeah, so that's our beautiful rose. Now with a darning needle that I forgot to mention earlier, we will use this to sew this in. So we'll sew through and inward to make sure that it is secure. So I like to make a knot with these two. So this is the first thread and the last one, just to make sure it's secure like that. Then you can cut it. Yeah. Then now put this through the needle hole, the eye of the needle, and I like to make a knot here so it can be secure. And then now you will just kind of thread this end, so you can try to catch every row. There we go. And you pull, and you do that again. There we go. Pull. Make sure this is tight. Then again. So just keep doing this till you feel like it's intact. So I'll just keep doing it over and over. So I also like to go in like that. Make sure it's good. And another time again. There we go. Yeah, so this is our flower. So after you do this, you'll just weave in the ends, make sure it looks neat. Then now we move on to the next part, which is the sepals. Now on to the sepals. So we'll start with a magic ring. Chain 1, then make 10 half double crochets. So yarn over, then pull through all 3. It's a bit hard to do. Then 9 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can pull this. Then now we pull this to make it a circle. And that's our magic ring. Then we'll make a slip stitch into the first stitch. Insert and pull again. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to make 2 double crochets in that same stitch. Another one. So just make sure it's long enough like that. Now we'll keep doing that for the rest of the chains, where we'll be putting 2 double crochets in each. So this is a chain, and over, and pull through again, and the same one to another one. So we'll just keep doing this in every stitch. So this is the last double crochet. Then we'll make a slip stitch in the very first stitch by inserting and pulling through all. So it's taking this shape. And now chain 8. slip stitch in the second stitch from the last one. So just insert and pull through all. Then we'll work down, so we'll make 2 stitches, so 1 stitch here, then another one in the next one, then we'll make 2 half double crochets in the next 2. So that's the first one, then the second one, then we'll make 2 other double crochets downwards, so it's 1 double crochet and the last one. Now when you get here, you will count 3 stitches, then make a slip stitch in the 4th one. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just insert and pull. So we'll keep doing that. So now we chain 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then make a slip stitch in the second one. So there. Then make 2 stitches, so 1 stitch in each of the next 2. And another one. Then make 2 half double crochets. So that's 1. Then here's the second one. Then we'll make 2 double crochets to finish it off. That's the first one. Then the second one. Then when you come here, we will skip 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then make it in the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. 4th one. Yeah, so just keep doing this till the end, and I'll meet you there. So now we are done with the last sepal. So 1, 2, 3. We put it in here with a slip stitch. Yeah. Then chain 1. And you can now cut the thread. So you can weave this in, and this is our sepal. Now we have the flower and the sepal. So now onto the leaves. We start with a slip knot. Then chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then now we work downwards. We start from the second chain. So this is the first, this is the second. Put a single crochet. Then in the next one, a half double crochet. Then a double crochet in the next one. Then 2 triple crochets, so yarn over twice, insert, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. Then repeat the same in the same stitch. Pull through 2, pull through 2, then pull through 2 again. Then we'll put a triple crochet in the next one. then 2 triple crochets in the next one. Then a double crochet in the next one, then a half double crochet, then now in the last stitch we'll put 3 single crochets. So you just go through, and that's 1, then in the same one do it again, that's 2, then the last one, it's 3. And now you have to work downwards to make the leaf complete. And now we start with a half double crochet in the first stitch. So just then a double crochet, then 2 triple crochets in the same one, then a triple crochet, then 2 triple crochets in the next one, then double crochet, and a half double crochet, and finally a single crochet. Then we'll do a slip stitch in the next one, and here I like to make the little stem for the leaf. So I'll work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll work from the back, just trying to make it thick. So you insert in the back, make a slip stitch. So just do that as you go down. Insert, make a slip stitch, insert, make a slip stitch, and then slip stitch back here, then chain one, and you can cut the thread now and pull. So that's one leaf. We're going to make another one, so just follow the same routine and you'll have yourself another leaf. I'll see you in the next one. So now we have the flower, we have the sepals, we have the leaves. I've woven that in, so be sure to do that. So now we start on the stem by putting the wire around, well, the yarn around the wire. So I'll start by making a knot just so it's secure, like that. Then I'll go around, just go around that, like that, and just do that till you get to the parts where we have the leaves. I'd say this is the fun part. So just keep doing that till we get to the leaves, and I'll see you there. That will be somewhere near the head of the flower, so around here. We've gotten to the leaves part. So what I like to do with the leaves is to sew it together. You have them this way, and then you just walk through. I think that's good. Then I skip. So this is where the wire will go through, so I just skip that and come and sew it in to this part. Yeah, so if you have glue, I'd say it's easier also with wire, but yeah, this is also a good method. You can cut that part. Yeah. And just that, and make a knot and cut that too. So yeah, there we go. So we will insert this through the top parts like that. There we go. Now we just want to tie it around, secure it. So you can just do the first one, then just keep going round and round. till it's secure. Then continue. Trying to make sure it covers every part. So before you get to the end, you can now put the sepals in and our flower. So just stab it in here, secure it, pull down, yeah, perfect. Then this is how the bottom part looks. So with this part, I will bend this one this way and this one this way so that it looks like this. It's secure. Have this be long and you can cut it. Then you'll use this thread to sew the sepals in with the flower. I'll show you how. So now I've secured the flower, as you can see, and I have cut the thread and secured it in a needle, so I can also make sure this is connected to this. So now you come this way, trying to connect these pieces. So try to align them so that almost each of them is under a petal. So like this is under this one, this is under this one, that way. Then that. Careful, yeah. So just keep doing that and I'll see you at the end. So now I'm done securing this to this, and I'll show you briefly how to weave in the ends. You just go in between and pull. Do that again. Go round. Yeah, and we are done. So just cut that part out. And there is a rose. And you can dip this in glue just so it's secure and it doesn't unravel in case someone pulls this or something pulls it. But yeah, that is our rose. Thank you. See you in the next one.